Stepping outside your comfort zone. So you've probably heard this many times if you do a lot of self-development, but the reason why is because it's just a fact. You really do need to step outside of your comfort zone for you to grow. Everything you could possibly want, everything you possibly uh, aspire to have is literally outside of your comfort zone. So you have to step out of your current reality that you're in right now because you're probably comfortable. And sometimes, believe it or not, the way if you look at society right now, we are really comfortable with the uncomfortable. We have individuals living paycheck to paycheck. We have individuals, putting in 40-hour work weeks, doing something that they don't want to do, working for someone that they don't want to work for, every single day, every single morning, and it's come to a point where everyone is really, regardless of whether they like their current circumstances, they still put up with it. They're still comfortable with it. And, if they just decided to just kind of step out of their comfort zone, right, and do something that they've been aspiring to do something that they've been putting off for months, for days, for years for some individuals, and really just go after it, you know, then their dreams, their realities can actually come true. And so that's why it's really important that you really just find out what little bubble you've put yourself into, right? What conditions have you limited yourself with? What have you how far it does your bubble allow you to stretch, right? And then just see how you can further that a little bit more. Get yourself outside of that bubble, get yourself outside those limits that you've made for yourself or society has told you that you need to live by. All right, and really just become uncomfortable, and through that uncomfortness, through that uncertainty, right? Because when you're uncomfortable, the reason why you're uncomfortable is because you're uncertain. You're uncertain of the future. You're uncertain of whether the events you're doing or the actions you're taking are really going to bring about the results that you're looking for, right? Because certainty brings comfort. When you know what's going to happen, and at the end of your at the end of the 2 weeks you're going to receive your paycheck. That's certainty. You're 100% certain that's going to happen. That's why more people like jobs than they do business, because when you're in business, you don't know whether or not you're going to get a paycheck, right? Because it's always up and down, especially in your beginning stages. All right, but if you step out of that comfort zone, right, and you let uncertainty, come about your life for a certain period of time, right, you will actually grow. Right, that's when growth is occurring. That's when really you're becoming the best version of yourself, and you're really, doing things that are gonna, bring about the right results that you want. Right, and so just a quick example that I like to share with individuals when I'm talking about this topic is really, like when you go to the gym, right? You are lifting heavy weights. Let's say you're bodybuilding or trying to put on a little bit of mass, put on some muscle. You're building, you're lifting weights, right? And in the process of you lifting weights, your muscles are becoming uncomfortable, right? Because they're being stretched, they're being introduced to new levels of weight that they're not used to. That's why you're sore after the gym, right? But guess what, it's through that resistance that your muscles receive when you're lifting these heavy dumbbells and heavy weights. It's through that process of uncomfortness that they actually grow. And that's why, when you go and you lift heavier, your muscles get bigger and bigger, right? Because you're introducing them to a new level of comfortness. You're introducing them to a new level of resistance. You're basically stretching the bubble and the limits that they've had previously, right? And then they get sore a little bit, right? But guess what? They still come back bigger, stronger, and better the next time around, right? And that's how you see results. And so that's just my little thing I was thinking about today. Why are so many people right now currently, in society so comfortable with being uncomfortable? And one of the best ways to really one of the best advice that I could give any individual when it comes to really fulfilling their dreams is really just look at your comfort zone. Look at where you are right now currently. Look at the limits that you've set about for yourself, and really just go outside of those and make the next make the next right move.